Hey everybody, we are live.
We are live and it's time for
Anchors Away with D&G Explorers.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Gregory.
I almost said I'm Gregory.
Wow.
So this is high-tech stuff, you know. This is our intro theme.
It's as high-tech as we're going to get right now.
Only high-tech. So welcome everyone. So we just wanted to get a little bit groovy. It's Bob and Ashley. Hey guys,
Hey
welcome.
guys.
We're just getting groovy. Hey Jim. As we get more people on.
Wow. That's groovy, huh?
Oh wait, you gotta... Oh wait, that's a little bit later.
Wow.
Did we scare anyone away?
No.
Paul Wilgus, welcome.
Hey Paul, hey
We
more
got 7
sunshine
people on.
please.
Welcome guys. Are we ready?
We're on.
You ready? Are you ready to get it rolling?
We just started.
You're gonna start doing your little groovy dance?
The Watusi and everything.
The
and
Batusi?
Yeah, the bets with the things with the fingers and all that.
Oops. What
And
excitement!
the backstrokes, whatever.
Yeah.
Dancing, all the old time stuff.
Welcome
hey,
everyone.
Kai is in the house.
Yes, welcome. This is Anchors Away. Robert, welcome. We can see all the
Anchors
things
Away.
popping up. Little Oz, is it Laurel?
Hey, Robert Brandt.
Yes, welcome. And Rob Fuzz is there. Welcome, guys. Greg, how was your week? I'm going to try to get onto our YouTube chat here. So entertain while I try to get logged on here.
My week's going okay with my job and everything. I'm starting to get more into learning it more, so I don't want to go too much into that because that's not really Disney. But we did... What are you trying to do?
Turning off the speaker.
We did learn a little fact that at our Disneyland downtown Disney, they are bringing back Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah, that's right.
It started October 1st because, as of some of you probably know, they shut down almost half of our downtown Disney to make way for the glorious Disney Hotel that will probably not happen now. So hopefully they can bring back some of those places. Rainforest Cafe. I did read an article that they gave a lot of ESPN Zone stuff to charity, so that's not going to come back. Rainforest Cafe, they did get rid of a lot of their fixtures and stuff. They could bring that back, but would they want to come back? We don't know. Maybe open up a T-Rex, although that's not big enough for a T-Rex, that building, so I think they should just bring back Rainforest or maybe make like a Mayan restaurant or something, because the way that the building looks like, it looks like a giant pyramid temple type thing, so it's pretty cool.
It would be cool if they could bring over T-Rex. That would
But
be
that's
cool.
what I was saying.
Oh, I wasn't
But
listening,
they would
sorry.
have to, well, I'm used
Sorry.
to that now. But they would have to add on to that building because the T-Rex in Florida is humongous, and it, has a lot of character and theming to it. They don't have that room there unless they redid those two buildings of ESPN Zone and Rainforest and kind of brought them together, but then you're cutting off the walkway, so I don't know if they would even be able to do that, with all the permits and stuff that they haven't been able to do much with.
So this is our Anchors Away segment. So this is when we talk about cruise. So we have our show based around that today.
No, these are our shirts, Robert. We got these made specifically special for us.
No, that's not what he means.
What?
He means because they're backwards.
Oh, I know.
And Bruce's was backwards.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He was saying Bruce sold us
okay.
shirts that were backwards.
It's been a long day, don't mind me.
Yes, so let's see who's here so far. Welcome, Bob. Welcome, More Sunshine, Please. Paul Wilgus, Crazy Rich Guy Travels. Robert Brandt, Little Oz Laurel. Did I already say Paul Wilgus? Yep. We have Tracy
Phillips.
Dunlap. Welcome.
Yes.
And
welcome, Tracy.
Tracy, we're going to give you a shout out here in just a minute. We also got, and Blaine, 2007, and Michelle Phillips. So a little bit about...
Well, Michelle said they could just make a smaller T-Rex with smaller scenes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But I don't know if that would... I don't know.
I'm sure they could
I don't
theme
think it
anything
would be good
to do it.
It would be as good as Florida. I can't talk. I'm all... I think Florida's is awesome, and I know we're not Florida, but they could probably do better with that building. If they're going to make it T-Rex, they need to make it good and expand the building somehow if they can.
Yep. So a little bit about today.
Or a totally different place, Bob and Ashley, like a Mayan restaurant or something would be cool.
We're going to be talking about the new Disney cruise itineraries that they're coming out actually tomorrow. So if you are like a platinum and some of the other levels, you're able to book them.
Oh, that was nice.
Previously.
This is not real beer. It is ginger beer. Well, you know what? It might be real beer. You never know. Dilly dilly. That's all over me right now.
There's a napkin there. That's why I brought it out because we had an accident. But we're also going to be talking about how we choose a cruise. So this is really going to be good for people who've never booked a cruise before and just what kind of things that we look at when we're deciding what kind of cruise we're going to do. But first, a little bit about my week. It was my birthday on Saturday. And
it's your birthday?
It was my birthday.
Like Kronk.
Unfortunately, we do have them once a year. We went
Those
to...
are special days, and you need
yes.
to cherish them and celebrate the heck out of them.
Exactly. Ginger tequila. You go, Jim. All right. I've never even heard of that before. I got to try that. So I went with... It was a mom-son visit to Las Vegas. And we stayed at New York. And we had an awesome time. Thank you, little Oz Laurel. I think we'll just call you LOL for short.
Ginger tequila? I didn't even see a ginger tequila thing in here.
Yeah, just what Jim said. For more sunshine, please.
Oh.
But
okay.
The thing that was on a sad note, guys, but it was also very it was made you think. Monday was the anniversary of the shootings in Vegas, and they had I didn't even realize that because we're normally there around my birthday, but last year we were in England when we went to Disneyland Paris, and then we went back to England. Mm-hmm. So we weren't in Vegas during that time, but it was already
we went
the year
there after it happened, though, which was pretty sad too.
It was a year anniversary that it happened, and they darkened the Strip. Now the Caesars at 10 o'clock, they went down. We weren't really sure what to expect, but there was a lot of people out there, and there was a lot of security. But the Caesars owned hotels, because if you guys are familiar with Vegas, it's either MGM owns half the hotels on the Strip, and then there's Caesars. The Caesars hotel went completely dark, and we're at the southern end of the Strip. The MGM's hotels didn't go dark, but they did on their marquee signs. They put Las Vegas Strong on it, because we expected the lights out of New York to go down, but they didn't. But it was interesting because you could see all the way down the Strip. Planet Hollywood was dark. The Eiffel Tower, Paris, all those billboards and that were completely dark on the north end of the Strip. So it was a little bit eerie, but it was very, very emotional too. And then we had people coming by with pickups with American flags on it, and they were honking their horn. So I was happy that I could experience something like that, to just pay your respects on it. But it just kind of makes you, again, appreciate who's around you today and show the love for each other. So that was one of the interesting things of the Vegas trip. Other than that, I think I lost maybe $50, which is pretty good for Vegas, but it was a good trip. Mom paid for it, and I think with all her comps that she paid for, she had to pay like $31, and that was for 2 separate rooms. So
yeah,
it pays to go frequently.
Every time we go, like all 3 of us, we always get comps and everything.
Yeah.
So I just didn't go this time, but I will be going the next time and the next time after that too.
And thank you everyone who retweeted it.
That's like our adult Disneyland.
I saw some retweets of our live feed, so thank you Bob and Ashley, and thank you Rob Fuzz for doing that. Really appreciate the support on that.
I did have a funny thing that I was talking to Derick on the phone the other day, and I said, "Oh, did they shut all the lights off of the hotels?" And I didn't think about it, but he said, "Yes, Greg, they shut all the lights off inside. It would be like them winning like millions, and then all of a sudden the games go off." So I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, that would really be horrible if that happened." So
playing a game and everything goes
I
dark
won!
inside.
Damn it, I lost my money. Darn, I lost my money.
It went dark for about 10 minutes. But if you guys don't remember, we do have a P.O. box now. And we actually have a first person who sent us something. So, Tracy, I think you're on my computer. My iPad froze here. It's not the one like Bruce. You know, Bruce is like the size of probably both Greg and I head together. But this is ours. But for some reason it froze. So I don't know if you're still here, Tracy. But Tracy Dunlap was the first person that sent us something. So we are so honored. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we're actually going to open that right now to kind of show what you got. So
and really quick, I wasn't trying to make light of what happened, but I just thought something funny that came out of it being dark. We were just kind of laughing about it. So
it's also like the blind girl that was dancing on America's
Oh my
Got
gosh.
Talent.
Yeah, I didn't realize what I said. I said, "Oh my gosh, she's blind. How is she gonna see how she's dancing?" And then Derick looked at me. I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't even believe I just said that." So, I'm not making light of things. It's just I tend to come out with funny things at times, but in no way am I trying to be disrespectful.
My iPad froze. All right, so we're going to go not worry about that. So this is what we received from Tracy, and she really collects old postcards. So she sent us a few different things. I should have looked at this beforehand, but Greg, if you can read this is what she sent us. This is the main card.
It says, this is the picture here. I don't know where that's at.
I think it's Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's really nice. Thanks for the great shows. Enclosed are some Disney postcards, new and used. I collect postcards, so have lots. When I come across Disney ones, I send them to you. Still going through lots. Also, some other Disney cards, pins, bookmarks. Do what you want with them. Hope to meet you sometime. Tracy, D&G Explorers. Also send some California postcards from undivided back era. Pre-1907, that's mostly what I collect. Okay, so the bookmarks are really nice bookmarks. I've never seen them like that before, but we'll show them in a moment.
The one I wanted to show, I must have put it aside because I can't find it now. But a lot of them, if you guys collect Disney stuff, some of the postcards are the ones that show the different one. This is called the Symphony Hour. So this is a classic Walt Disney collection. This is, those are porcelain pieces, collectibles. So we had cards on that, which are really cool. Some of them are duplicates, so we are going to give them away when we do our drawings, because they're really cool looking. And I'm going to show you, it says Bluebird from Snow White bookmark. So this is the bookmark.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It has a bird, a character of a bird from Snow White. Yeah. And they're all like that, but they're really cool. I don't even know if you should open them.
Well, there's one that we opened so we can look at it, but of course there's 3 of them in here. And
so Kaya and Juno said, we will send you speedos and see if they fit you. I said, laugh out loud, brand new would be nice, laugh out loud.
We'll discuss speedos in a little bit since that is part of our cruising subject. I'm like all thumbs. Okay, so this is, if you guys can see it. You can't really see it. Oh, I guess there it is.
Sorry you're not feeling well, Paul. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, Paul.
Whatever's going on. Sorry.
So, thank you so much, Tracy. Always great to see postcards. You guys, please send them to us. We'll put our description of the P.O. Box it's in our channel page. But also, I'll link it down at the bottom. Greg, do you know what the channel is in case... you can remember it, maybe they can write it down. Do you remember what it is?
I'm sorry, I was looking at these for which one?
Our P.O. Box. So our P.O. Box, if you guys have a pen.
Well, that's not a channel.
Sorry, P.O. Box. It's P.O. Box 264, Madera, California, 93639. So that's...
And no, I did not memorize that. I have so many numbers going through my head at work. Yeah, it's crazy.
We also, you guys, just so we know, we now have a PayPal account. It's also in our About page, on our channel page. So if you guys want to help us out as we are growing our channel, would definitely love any donations to help us do that. We're trying to grow our technology. So if you guys would love to donate, obviously you don't have to do that, but it would be very nice to help us along the way on our journey. We're coming up on our year anniversary of when we released our first video.
No modeling for speedos. Sorry, Paul.
Where we'll see, guys.
No modeling. No, there's no. We'll see. There's no modeling.
But
here.
Greg, there's one more thing that we want to talk about that we received through an email that I think we definitely have to recognize it. An email? Are we not supposed to say anything yet?
Probably not yet. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Twins, can we say something? We'll see. Or we'll come back to that one. But yeah, if they say it's a go, then we'll go ahead and announcement. So I thought you meant us. So I think they know it. So what else do we have? Anything else you want to add, Greg? We're kind of like waiting around to see if it's okay for us to say something about it. Hey, more sunshine, please. Please,
Wait.
thank you.
Thieves.
About the card, he knows. So I think we can say something. So okay, so we're good.
Lost with that, but
It means we can announce it, which is what I wanted to do today.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. Kaya said it to you.
So Kaya was nice enough to
From Crazy Rich Guys Travels.
Yes, and Robert Brandt was nice enough to donate a $100 Carnival gift card, which we will be using on a future giveaway. So
Yeah, we're gonna probably film that pretty soon, within a week here. But thank you guys very much.
yes, thank you.
So thank you for letting us to having that. So it's an email.
Hey, Rob
card.
Fuzz, welcome.
He came. He was already here.
Oh,
He might be back.
I didn't notice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So to start off, kind of
But
the
yes,
cruising
thank you very much, Kaya,
segment, yeah.
Janu, and Robert Brandt.
To help us a little bit as we go into, since we're on the cruising one, we're going to talk about our group cruise, which is December 1st with the Sea Cruisers. A little bit about what happened in the last couple of weeks, because it's been a couple of weeks since we've been doing the, there's ginger beer. It's our first letter from Norwegian. Excuse me.
It's exciting.
Number one.
There you go. There you go.
The reason why we're not
Rob
having
Fuzz.
alcohol is my stomach's a little unsettled today. It must have been the weekend in Vegas. So
Well,
ginger
you
beer
had
is
plenty
good
of
to settle
alcohol
that.
in Vegas. Let's be honest here.
I didn't have anything.
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
what you're talking about. So basically, this is one of the advantages of going and joining a Facebook. Obviously, we're in a Facebook group with the Sea Cruisers, which is a group cruise. But even if whatever cruise you book, it's good to get on the Facebook, because we found out before we even received this. We just received this yesterday. This letter from Norwegian.
Hey, Jordan. Good morning. Jilly
Welcome
Dilly.
from Australia. Other people were
Ginger
receiving
beer.
the Norwegian letter like over a week ago, and we would have never known
Hey,
that
Steve's
people
World.
were starting to get that. So a couple things they basically said to do was we were now ready to pull up our cruise documents. We are
Rob Fuzz said happy belated birthday.
Thank you, Rob. We are 59 days away from the cruise. Can you believe it, Greg? We are under 60 days.
I haven't even really thought of it too much as far as how far away we are,
You need
actually.
to, especially with our next
Well,
segment. You need
There's
to.
just so much going on, but
So
now that you're saying it,
we printed up our
getting real.
cruise documents. So that's exciting. But the thing that is unique about Norwegian, which we didn't do on the Disney because they mailed it to us, is we printed our luggage tags. So when we get on the ship, they said to staple it like we're going to have a stapler with us, but they said to staple this to your luggage. So this is the first time we are sailing on Norwegian, but I thought that was pretty unique. A difference between Norwegian so far and Disney is that we were able to print up luggage tags. So that's cool. The ones from Disney is like the ones that you get from the airport. You attach them together. So it'd be interesting if they stay on to the luggage, because I don't know how safe that is. But that is one of the first distance or differences between that. So that's exciting. Also, Greg, what's the next segment? Do you know what it is?
For next...
What do we always talk about? So this topic is spreading across the world. They were talking about it over dumplings in Shanghai, China. Mm-hmm. It's just like amazing. And what is it? It's speedo time.
Oh my
speedo
gosh.
time. So
I had no idea
the
what you were talking
segment
about.
of the. There you go.
Of the show.
Of the show.
Yeah.
So Greg's gonna try them on right now.
We will not be trying them on. Sorry.
So how are you doing? Because we want to get in speedo shape by December 1st. How are you on your way to that right now?
Well, I want to mention really quick that Kaya from Crazy Rich Guy Travels just donated $25 to our PayPal.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yes,
thank you.
very
The
much.
first ones. Thank you.
Thank you. We have it. I don't know if I have access to it. I don't know if you can check it or not, but he wanted to make sure it went through. But he
It's on my
thinks it
phone,
did.
unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. We'll check
Yeah,
it.
I'll
But thank you
double check.
very much.
And then Greg will let you know later, Kaya. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. So, as you try to get away from the topic, what... I want a speedo, but I should. Where are you at, Greg? How are you? How did you do since the last 2 weeks we talked about it? Did you gain weight? Did you lose weight? Are you getting better shape?
Don't be trying to put me on the spot.
Do you need to try these on right
No,
now?
I don't need to.
Are you? So you're not saying you're varsity level? You're more like the JV level right now?
Wow. Or the freshman level, I don't know. No, I still want to start. I still want to, do the gym more. And
59 days. Greg.
yeah, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take longer than that. But I mean, just to get where I feel more comfortable would be nice. So.
Me, I actually took a step back. Okay, I was in Vegas. I don't
And
really
you
eat that
try to
much.
put me on the spot with all your alcohol.
I gained 2 pounds.
Uh-huh.
But I know by next time we do it, I'm going to lose those 2 pounds and even more. So we are still on track with 59 days.
He did put me on the spot, Rob. I agree.
But I think, Greg, you
And then
need
look at
to
him.
start exercising right here, right now, and show them
Oh, yes,
your one-hand
whatever.
push-ups. And
Here's my exercise right now.
I'm down 42 pounds in 16 weeks. Awesome,
It's
Rob.
not real beer.
Yeah.
It's just ginger ale type of things. And ginger's very good too, so
Ginger is
that will help.
But this is what we use when I make the habanero ginger beer margarita.
Yeah, that won't help.
Yes, the spiciness gives it a kick, but it is non-alcoholic.
And it's
Oh my
40
God.
grams of sugar, so, and 170 calories.
So let's see if we missed anyone with some of the comments that brand new, not used.
Oh, thank you, Robert. He said, you guys look like you're in shape for IR. Oh, for it. Okay. I'm decent.
They use tape. Michelle Phillips says they use tapes on the luggage tags. And NCL is cheap.
I thought you were
many
talking about
send you
tape,
text.
like the tape things, to make yourself look better. I'm like, wait, what?
Just wear a girdle, Greg. That'll help out just the same.
No. Wow.
Did I see Alpha One Traveler? I saw a note to them. Did Kenny join us? I don't see him on here, but all right, guys. So now that we embarrassed Greg, which is really what
wow, that's
Michelle
awesome, Rob.
about.
He's down 42 pounds in 16 weeks. Weight Watchers is great. Never tried that. I mean, I don't want to lose too much. I'm 6'1", so where I should be with my height and weight isn't really too far anyway. So it's more.
It just needs to tone up.
It's more of me just wanting to lose a little and toning up more is all. So I'm gonna be how I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna look how I'm gonna look, and that's how how I should look. I can't look like anybody else. So
Correct.
but I am excited to see how I will look as I start toning up and things. That's exciting.
Crazy Rich Guy says, careful not to offend our benefactor. Rob Fuss says, do you recommend getting the drink packages on cruises? This is. Let's see if we're back. We might be on. Let's see. I think we're back. Sorry about that, guys. AT&T.
Rob says, oh man, they cut out as D was answering my question.
Yes, we're back. AT&T, we're probably going to get rid of these guys. Their internet is not really good at all. But it's about $99 per day. That's where they make, and first of all, are you really going to drink enough to do $99 a day? I think the drinks top out at, it's anything under $15. That's the most you can get. So if there's a drink more expensive, that the package doesn't cover that, I think. And that's on NCL we're talking about. Other lines will have different ones. But where they get you is with the tax on it. It's like a 20% tax that is automatic. So $99 a day, say $100, you got 7 nights. That's $700 just for the package, and then you got 20% of that. So that's where they basically make their money, is on the taxes. So you think you might be getting a deal. $15 a drink, say. I'm not going to drink that many drinks in a day. So there's always a catch to it. It sounds like you're getting something free. We actually, on the live show today of Traveling with Bruce, this subject came up on it too. But check that video out. This is pertaining to NCL. Every cruise line is different. But I always say, if they're offering you a package, you have to look at the bottom line. And if they're offering it, they have to be able to do it. Yeah, the only reason why we got it, you guys, we do have it on the Bliss.
It's because it was an option.
It's an option, but we didn't have to pay the tax and the tax on it. So
gratuity, you mean?
Well, yeah. So the 20%, we didn't have to pay it. I don't know if it was because it was a group cruise or they were offering it a special, but we didn't have to do it. So in a sense, we're getting it completely free on that. So that's why we're happy to do that. Are we gonna drink how many drinks that is a day? We're not even gonna get close to that. So, but it's up to you. If you drink a lot, then it's a benefit. One thing to remember: there's other packages that you can get, because you might have to get the soda package, water you have to get extra. So there's a lot of costs on that. We're actually gonna in 2 weeks, or maybe a couple of weeks, we're gonna be talking about, or 4 weeks. We're going to be talking about kind of like the hidden costs on the cruise. So that's going to be like a future subject for us.
So Paul said I got the drink package for free, and the fee for it was only $112. So I know it worked for me. I have to thank NCL for that.
Good. Paul, how many days was that cruise? I just wonder how big it was. Oh yeah, I see it pop up. Maybe doing 2 and 10 next week. Cool.
Might be misunderstanding. If it was free, why is there a fee for it?
It's a fee for the tax. You're getting the package, okay, but you still have to pay the tax on it. 7 days. Wow, that is really good then, Paul.
Michelle said, I've tried to make the drink package with it 2 times and I gave up. I failed both times to even come close to breaking even.
That's what we're afraid of. We are actually going to be doing, I don't want to give too much away because I want it to be a surprise on the cruise, but we are going to do a bar crawl on the first day. Greg will probably be underneath that bar after 2 drinks.
Or the picture you have roaming around Facebook with some guy's head in the toilet of the urinal, and he said, "Oh, this looks just like Greg." I was like, "No, I'm not going to be doing that. That's disgusting."
No, it literally looks like you.
I
not
know.
that your head would be in the urinal. I saw it and I went, "Oh my God, that's Greg."
The side profile of it, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be the one holding your head over the toilet.
Never been on a cruise unless Arjons. Hey, Arjons, hey, welcome. Arjons. Disney legend, Arjons. Unless you can count the ferry boat to the Magic Kingdom. Hey, you know what? That
snuck
counts.
Some alcohol in that.
Yeah, there you go. That counts. Yeah, there you go. Bar crawl with speedos. You might have to be careful. Never mind.
Wow.
We're gonna leave that subject alone.
This is a family show.
Speedos are family. They
With
wear them all over the world.
Hints. No.
They wear them all over the world. But so. Greg, anything else that you want to help us make a fool out of ourselves?
No, I think you're doing a good job by yourself.
You're doing good. So far, I haven't said anything, which is going to...
No compromising positions this time.
That's right, no compromising positions. I did good. Howdy, everyone. Ross Merrill Tour Services. Hey, welcome.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, last week he was making a comment about exercising, and then me coming home to him and compromising positions, but I don't even know what word you were trying to say, and it just, it
I
came
meant
out
to
totally
say
wrong.
Like stretching in unique positions, but I think at that point, no matter what I said, it was gonna.
You just kept going, getting worse.
I just stopped. It didn't make sense. But anyway, guys, so
speedos that could get interesting. That's an Atlanta cruise. Robert Brandt said that.
Disney announced a few days ago that they are going to release their new itinerary, which goes, when I looked at the dates, it looked like the farthest out they go is to May 29th. So they're not through 2020, so it's May 29th, 2020. They don't go further than that. So they release them a little bit. So this is part of the things that we like to do is we like to look at...
Hey, Ross Merrill Tour Services.
We like to look at when they first release a cruise. That's when the prices are usually the best, unless it's a very last minute deal that you can get because they're trying to fill the ship. but those are really rare, so you wouldn't really count on them. So whenever they initially release their packages, that's the best time because it's supply and demand. As those rooms fill up, the cost goes up because more people want to get onto the ship. So it's always good to look when they start to release the dates. They are doing it to the public tomorrow, which is good timing that we're doing this video, in case you want to see what those prices are and are interested in a Disney cruise.
I want to know what the ship names are going to be for the next 3 new ships that they're going to be having.
They probably won't announce
It's going to be awesome.
Maybe the next D23. So if you were platinum, which means that you completed 10 cruises, you were on 10-1, tomorrow will be 10-4, 10-1, you could have booked the cruise. Also, if you were the Golden Oaks, your mom's there.
Yep, I'm going to say I was waiting to get,
Mama
get a spot in, but hey Mom, thank you for joining.
If you also are a Golden Oak Club, which means that you are one of those rich people, when does a D&G make their debut? More to come on that, Blaine. You could have also
Look what you started with the Speedos thing. This is horrible.
I tell you, it's all the way in Shanghai.
Yeah, we're not no Speedos here.
If you were if you are a gold member, which means you've completed at least 5 Disney cruises, you become a gold member. You could book the new ones starting on 10-2. We're silver members, so we could have gone online and booked a cruise today, and then tomorrow all the guests that are non-members of your first cruise, you'll be able to book the cruises on it. So a little bit about that. Also, a Disney Vacation Club and Adventures today would have been, so they're equivalent of a Silver Club member. So that is a little bit about the time frames of it. So I am going to put up my other phone because I pulled up on my app as it slowly picks up.
Well, you're using the old phone?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, this is the
iPhone 6 Plus.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
You still have internet on that?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Oh, because it's still linked to your account.
Yeah, it's just very slow right now. Okay, so some of the unique itineraries that they have announced, they are leaving out of New Orleans for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, and
that'd be fun to go there.
Yeah, the Sea Cruisers were recently, they drove from Florida, where they're from, and they drove to meet a friend. It's our Fenwick Life. They're also YouTubers that cruise a lot with the Sea Cruisers. We're actually going to meet them, so we're excited about meeting them too. They drove from Florida all the way to eventually Texas, but they stopped in New Orleans, and I always thought, well, it'd be really cool to go there, but when would I ever go? I didn't want to intentionally I couldn't see us flying out there just to go to New Orleans. So they are, for the first time, they are going to be going out of New Orleans, or however you say that, New Orleans. But the Disney Wonder is, it's a 4-night Western Caribbean cruise, so it's going to be in New Orleans, Cozumel, and back to New Orleans. So 4 nights, that's going to be on 2/27 and 3/2. These are 2020.
Hey, So Tweety is on. Hey.
It's So Tweety. Hey, So Tweety. Thank you for joining us.
How many people are on the Bliss group cruise? I think there's...
Rob asked that. Sorry, Rob. I saw that earlier.
Right below 100. Sorry
it's
if
hard.
I missed that one.
No, he asked that on one of our few shows, and I saw that after, because I always look at the comments to see if we missed anyone so we can follow up. There's
I'll
40
tell you right now.
Well, we don't know an exact count. There's 48 cabins, which are for the group cruise.
There's 92 members on our group chat.
I think it's more than that, though, because some of the rooms, I guarantee you, are going to be more than just 2 people in there. If it's 2 people in the room, you're looking at 96.
That's the fun thing about cruises, that you can get a group chat going on Facebook, the date of the cruise and which cruise it is, and then you start getting to know everybody that's going to be on your cruise, so that's pretty fun.
Yeah, we're also on one with the Epic, or the Escape. So Rob, we're going out of in September. We're going out of New York, and we're going to do a Canadian cruise. Hopefully the seasons have started to change, because it can change, but we're going up through Canada, and we're going to be going on the NCL also, because I said that you were looking at booking 2 NCL cruises. We're going on one next year too, but I don't know where I was going with that, but so Rob, if you're interested in going on a cruise, that would be cool.
Blaine said, when does the D&D Speedos make their debut?
Greg's gonna do it right now. So
no, especially with my mom on, I don't think so.
Your mom would find it hilarious.
Yeah, she probably would.
She'd be, I could just already hear her like wheezing.
I'll never hear the end of it later, let me tell you.
So some of the other things that I thought was interesting, they announced some Hawaiian trips. So the Wonder likes to. It's the only Disney ship right now which goes through the Panama Canal, and it goes to the West Coast. I'm trying to find it. Where are we? But there's two ones that they are offering so far. So on 4/29, April 29th, it's leaving. It's a 9-day Hawaiian cruise from Vancouver. So after, I know So Tweety went on a Hawaiian cruise recently on the Norwegian. I can't remember what ship it was, So Tweety, but I don't know if I would, this part I would like, but they leave Vancouver 6 days. They are at sea. 6 days before they see land.
That would be fun.
And then
I love the ocean. I would have no problem with that.
I don't know if I would get a little bit of the Jewel that she went on the Jewel. And then they go to 3 different islands, 4 islands actually, and the last stop is Honolulu, and then you fly home from that. So a 10-day cruise. They also have the turnaround of that, which is going to be on 5/8. Again, this is 2020, and it does it reverse. So you leave Honolulu, you go through, actually on 2 of the islands, on one of the islands they're there for 2 days, which is Nawaliwili. I'm terrible with the names.
Is that English?
What does that say?
I can't hear. Willy, Hawaii.
That's 2 days that they're there, and then it ends in British Columbia. So I didn't check the prices on that. What the heck happened? So I didn't check the prices on that, but very interesting. If you guys are curious to see what the prices are, other than that, they still show the Dream. The Dream is either doing a 3-night or 4-night cruises from the Bahama, at least from Port Canaveral. That was our first Disney ship that we ever went on. Some of them, they don't go to Nassau. So if you don't like Nassau, they do it where, like this one here, it's a 3-night cruise. It goes to Castaway Cay, and then it's at sea, and it doesn't go to the Bahamas or Nassau. So if you don't want that,
I don't like Nassau because of what I've done. Nassau, because what I've done already. But I would
give it a chance.
We're gonna do some other things that we haven't done on there, so that might be fun. And I would like to go to the water park Atlantis over there, although it's really pricey. But I would love to at least go there once. So I would like to do that on a future Disney cruise sometime. Ross Merrill Tour Services said, I just did a Chicago cover band cruise for the last 5 years. We typically draw about 800 booked. Well, that's awesome.
Wow.
Crazy Rich Guy Charles, we volunteered to be babysitters for our nephews and niece when our parents take them on Disney. Well, they actually have babysitters on board, so then you and Janu can just go and have fun, Kaya. So they have a whole area for kids. They have kids clubs. They have childcare. Anything you can think of for a child would be on that boat or that ship, where adults can go and do their thing, come back, and know that their kids are safe, with people that care about kids. So Tweety went to the Hilton Hotel, private beach last time in Nassau, paid $80 each person for access, which included $40 drink credit. Ross Merrill Tour Services, my last cruise was 30 days in 1989 to 2000. New Year's cruise with Silver Seas. And then Robert Gregory, I think you just ruined their cruise.
Did you say about they volunteered?
Sorry!
The twins? We volunteered to be babysitters?
That's what I was talking about.
And then Ann Jordan. Welcome, Ann. She's our furthest subscriber.
Jordan.
We love it. My stomach's a little bit under the weather. So we like this one just for the ginger.
All that alcohol he was drinking in Vegas.
No.
For shame.
But it's good. It helps my stomach. I really like that ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic, so we wanted to be good today. So in other words, you're not needed.
No, they could still babysit on the cruise. There's other things that they can do.
So one of the things you guys we talked about is doing a group cruise in 2020, and Robert Brandt as we were talking about this on Traveling with Bruce Network, talked about other channels joining this and doing it. So our group cruise that we talked about that we will do in 2020 might be incorporated into this. I think, Robert, that's when you were planning on doing that. So it's Cargo's on. Welcome, Cargo.
Awesome.
Robert, as you know more information on that, we are definitely interested in joining you and a lot of the other YouTuber channels going in. It's going to be hard to try to get all the different channels going, especially the ones that have been that you are trying to get on it. But we'll tell you that we are definitely game. 2020 is a good year for us because we don't have a whole lot planned for that year. We do through next year. We got a lot planned.
Not yet. So we don't have anything planned for 2020 yet, so we'll have to look at different choices.
But we are, if we go on a group cruise and it's us, we're probably looking at doing it either in, well, it's going to have to be either the end of August or September is when we're probably looking at that, because we have the Fantasy Disney cruise in the end of 2019, and we wanted to give us enough room to take care of that. But
Robert said,
really
sip of cognac and you'll sleep fine.
So, Greg, anything else? We're caught up on the chats? We'll come in if you know
So Tweety was asking Robert Brand if he cruises often. Kaya said James Charles will come and if he announces the ship will be full.
Awesome. I'm not sure who
Are
James
you watching
Charles
it on
is.
there too? Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah,
okay.
it's on there just so I can help try to keep track of what's going on.
It would be fun if if all of us, or if not all of us, anyone that can make it, we all do a group cruise sometime. That would be awesome. I know it would take a lot to get that pulled together, but for those that really would like to do it, we should actually think about that seriously sometime.
James Charles has 8.6 million followers. Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is amazing. Can't even imagine that. We are, you guys.
That was the one that I mentioned last time that Kai was telling me to mention about.
Yeah. We are, October 9th last year was when we released our first video. We are soon coming up to that. I think we're 6 days away from that. We are so close to 400 subscribers. So we're hoping in the next 6 days that we can reach, we need 11 more subscribers. We're at 389. So if you guys can help us, if you can share.
I think the shares and the likes have helped us a lot, sharing, getting the word out. So thank you. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, and anyone that that would like to subscribe.
And if we don't get up to 400, we'll get there eventually. But it would be nice just to kind of, as a goal, to get up to 400. One of the things that helped us was Cruising with the Wills. They talked about us on, and some other channels that they're cruising with friends. And we were actually the first channel that they mentioned in the video. And we gained quite a few positions last week. So thank you to Cruising with Wills for that shout out. But if it happens, it happens. If not, we'll get there eventually. So very happy. Yeah, Frank and Kevin are great. I agree with you, Robert.
Yes, they're hilarious too.
Yeah, they are. So a little bit about, guys, how we book our cruise and what we look at. And this can go for first timers, because sometimes people have never booked a cruise and they might thinking, well, where do I even begin? There's, to be honest, there's no right or wrong way.
It depends on what cruise you pick also. Like with Disney, there's all kinds of fun stuff you could do with a Disney cruise. With non-Disney, like we're doing now for our first non-Disney cruise together. I know you've done a non-Disney cruise before.
Well,
I've never
still
done
a Disney cruise. It was before Disney had a cruise. It was the official cruise line of Disney.
Well, I've never done a non-Disney cruise, so some things I'm gonna leave for just Disney, and then other things kind of just make it your own. So it just depends on what kind of cruise you're going on.
Yeah, and we came up with 7 things, and we'll go over a little bit about those. But we came over 7 stuff that people normally look at when they're looking at the cruise. So I think, and no, maybe not in any particular order, but one we looked at was itinerary. Like, where do you want to go? That was, in fact, how we did the Escape, because we wanted to do a Canadian cruise, and we also wanted to see it when the changing of the seasons, when the leaves change. So that's when we specifically did it. Now, there is no guarantee that when we go, which is late September, that it's actually going to be that time of the year when it changes, since it does change
But
different
we
times.
can always hope.
Yeah.
Well, and with the itinerary comes what activities are going to have available as well, because
What kind?
different times of the year at different
The
places
ports.
are going to have different things to do. So that's how cruises are so special, because there's always something new and interesting that you can do. It's kind of like a mix and match type of thing. You make it your own. You do it how you want to do it. But there's no right or wrong way to do it.
Like, and then you look at the ports too. I've always wanted to go to Cozumel, because I'm trying to do an excursion with the pyramids on it. I always wanted to see pyramids in person.
Robert, you got to do Disney. There's no if, ands, or buts. You got to do a Disney cruise. He said that he's never done Disney, and that's why. Whoops, what's going on with my phone? And that's why I'm listening to Take the Grandkids.
We are, and the other thing too, one of our shows that we're looking at doing is should adults go on a Disney cruise? So
Yes.
we're going to talk about what's being offered for them, because you can send your kids
Lots
away
to
to
do.
go to the little kids camps, and that way you have your free time. So we're going to talk about different things that you can do on the cruise.
We recommend trying a bigger ship and also a smaller ship, because we went on the Dream first, which is bigger, and then we went on the Magic, which is smaller. So the smaller ones, you might be able to see more of the ship. The bigger ones, depending how long your cruise is, you may not be able to see the whole ship. Like that's what happened with us on the Dream. So we do want to go back on that at some point to see the whole ship and what it has to offer.
Yeah, definitely. We want to do the back-to-back one on the Dream, meaning we're going to do the 3-day cruise. Our luggage will stay on. We'll have to come off the ship, and then we're going to do the 4-day cruise right after that. So that'll be fun.
So, Tweety, I would be interested in that if you can talk about adults who don't have kids going on Disney too. Is Disney integrated into the whole experience?
Yeah.
Everybody's integrated in the whole Disney experience on a cruise, on a Disney cruise.
So we'll definitely talk about that.
And Disney is very integrated with it.
We just had Sherry Seacoos join us, so welcome, Sherry.
Awesome. Thank you, Sherry Seacoos.
So,
I said it right this time.
So what to look for then? Itinerary is one. We're just going to go through the list real quick, and then we'll talk about them. Number 2 is length of a cruise, which is important.
Which we kind of went over.
3 is time of the year.
Yep, we did that.
Number 4 is cruise line, and if they're what cruise line you're going to go on, and do they offer any special offers?
That's what you want to look for, special offers.
The ship, and then also a room selection, and then also cost. Cost is probably going to be the most important one. I see Paul saying laugh out loud. The twins must have said something. The cost might be probably the most important. In fact, when we went on our first cruise, because we weren't really aware of what we were doing, it was the cost of it. Now, knowing what we know, we probably wouldn't have booked a 3-night cruise, because we want it to be longer than that. But so length of a time of the year, length of the cruise. So really, this is just going to be depending on if it's your first cruise. Do you want to take a longer cruise? Because what happens if you don't like it?
Well, look what we did with the Disney Dream. We did a
3-night
cruise, and we wish that we didn't do it just a 3-night cruise.
It's too short.
Yeah, we wanted to get our feet wet, and then we wanted more. So
a 3-night cruise is like going to the Walt Disney World and trying to see everything, and you don't have time to see everything. You feel rushed. A longer cruise gives you a chance to see the ship and also relax longer. So it's kind of where you are. If you're not sure if you're going to like a cruise, maybe a 5-night cruise, which is what we did on the Magic. We haven't done a 7 yet. We have 3 booked, so that will determine it too. So length of a cruise is going to be important for in terms of how long. And also, the longer you go, the more ports you go to, it's going to be more expensive. So if you have a cruise with only 3 ports, you have the fees for the port fees is going to be less expensive than a cruise that has 4 ports that you're stopping at, because you do have to pay for the port fees when you go to that.
So Tweety said waking up on the 3rd day is when I usually feel like I'm familiar with the ship. I prefer 5+ days. Well, don't do a 3-day cruise, because you're going to be familiar, then you're going to have to get off the cruise.
So Tweety, how many cruises have you been on? Because I know your playlist is really big. I'm just curious to see. And then time of the year, where it can make a big difference is, and also booking out in advance is...
Because you could be running into storms like we did in September, which
24. Wow.
They had to cancel the
Disneyland Eric.
The what was it? The Castaway Key. So, but that was nice in itself because we got to stay on the ship, we got to watch the storm. How many people can say that they've been that close or in the ocean to see, you know, the awesomeness of, you know, Mother Nature and the storms and everything. And I got a lot of stuff on video, so it's really cool.
The we just had someone I think who's joined us
Oh
live
my
for the first
gosh.
time. It's
Hey
our
Disneyland Eric, awesome.
we call him
Thank you for
our,
coming on.
we call him our brother channel. We kind of met from because we went on a Disney Magic this in March.
He has
he went on
some
it.
fun videos.
Yeah, he went on it right after us, and our content of the channels are almost identical. So we jokingly say they're our brother channel. The amount of subscribers we have is about the same. Our focus is Disneyland, Disney Park. So welcome, Eric. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
On it. Yeah, so good to have you here. So saying that, time of the year is big. So the Disney Magic cruise we went on, I believe, was $4,300. So that was for the cabin cost, $4,300. The if we would, and that was 5 nights out of Miami on the oldest ship of the Disney fleet, which is the Disney Magic. If we would have gone in April, we could have done a 7-night cruise on the newest ship, which is the Disney Fantasy. We could have done that for $3,700. So we would have saved $600 instead of going on March 20 something. If we would have gone later in April, we would have saved $600. 2 more days on a newer, bigger ship. So when the time of year you go is going to be important, but you basically have to, when can you go? Because some people might only be able to go in the summer.
It takes a lot of planning for a cruise. I mean, for those that are on a budget and things like that, you know, saving money, cutting corners, things like that. If it's something that you really want to do, you're going to make it work for you. So you still, you know, do the things that you need to do, you know, pay your bills normally and things like that, but also save money as you go along. So that's, you know, kind of what we have to do. That's what we do to make it work. You know, can't always buy the things we want to get if we're trying to save money for the fun stuff. So it's more discipline, really, you know, which I've kind of gotten better at. But then sometimes I slip and find something that's on a good deal, and I'm like, I gotta get it. So, but that's good planning.
Yeah. One thing, guys, I know we have a lot of YouTubers on here. On here now, you guys, if you can put creator, and if you're more of a cruise line creator, or if you're a Disney park themed creator, or if you're both, put that in there, because I know there's others who are not YouTubers that just enjoy seeing content. So this is a chance for you guys. One of the things, our support channel is More Sunshine Please, which is Jim. And that's a chance for us to, we're really talking about how to help small YouTubers to become bigger. We want to be a community where we help each other.
Yes.
Rob Fuzz, Alpha Traveler 1, which is Kenny, are awesome about promoting small channels. If you guys haven't already, definitely check them out. They do a lot to help. And we want to be within that mindset too. So we want to help small channels grow. We want to get the word out. We try to be very complimentary. We try to reach out to other channels. We want to see everyone grow. If you guys grow, we love seeing that. So guys, put it in there if you are a creator and what content you are. And then everyone else, please check them out on there. So
Blaine said just get insurance if you go during storm season. I would suggest insurance every time, but especially storm season. Robert Brandt, I'm starting a new channel, Run with Rob, and my adventures to DC. That'd be actually fun to watch.
Thank you, Michelle. She said that was very nice to cross promote. We really want other channels to grow. So we've had support. A lot of channels in here have helped support us, and we know how much it feels when you're trying to grow your channel.
We couldn't even imagine getting to where we're at right now.
So we
never thought we'd even get to 100.
Yeah, we want to pay it forward. So we want to be really genuine about that and help other channels.
It's been a fun journey so far.
Yes.
So we've learned a lot. I think we've grown a lot. Our very first video was probably a massive train wreck. When we did it, the one at the Superior Dairy,
yeah,
I think
actually
we were
the
both
content
sick
wasn't
and
bad,
everything,
but
we
we
just
learned
weren't feeling well.
You don't film like this. You film like
Yep.
this. But that's part of the growing, and we actually weren't going to show that video, but you know what, we thought, well, we can show it to see how we've grown.
And it's funny because YouTube was the one that recommended that video a lot, and more people watched it. And I thought this is our worst video, but it's getting a lot of views. So go figure.
Because it's Central Valley, and that's a big thing. Robert Brandt said. So Tweety has a really good channel. So and that's what we want, you guys. We want you guys to check other channels out. So we agree. So Tweety is one of the channels that we watch. Everyone that's on here, we actually watch their channels. As we are growing, it's harder for us to watch everyone because there's so many people that we watch. We might not watch everything you put out, but we do our best to keep an eye on you and watch several videos. So
More Sunshine focuses on Disney.
Disney,
So,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
We tend to lean more toward we lean towards Disney as well as cruises. So those are our two big things. We do have some little side things that we do, you know, concerts and other music parks and little adventures like that. So
yeah, definitely. The cruise line. So what we normally do is if we want to go to a certain place, we'll look at different cruise lines in the time of the year. We'll go to Norwegian and look at what ships are going on it. Then we look at Royal Caribbean. We'll go to Princess. We'll go to Disney. So then we goes to the different ones just to kind of see what ships are going. And do we want to go on a smaller ship? Do we want to go on an older ship? Do we want to go on a newer ship?
Excuse me.
That's part of the fun too. To me, I like to plan. If you guys haven't figured it out already, I love to plan. I probably should have been a travel agent, but but I get into a lot of detail, and that's part of me. Planning is part of as much fun as going on a trip. So I will look way in advance, and I like to do that. I look at different things. I look at ports. What can you do in a port? What are the excursions that the cruise line offers? Because you can get all that stuff on the internet. So some ships offer special offers. Some don't. A travel agent, if you're not sure, will definitely help you out on what promos. Now, where a travel agent will help you is they can. A lot of times they can give you stateroom credit. Where if you're going on your own, you can't always get that. If you're totally unfamiliar with where to look, you can visit one and they'll show you
Bob and
what
Ashley,
offers
there's
are.
a lot to go over.
There is a lot, yes.
Thanks for coming back. I came and talk right now.
He's so emotional right now.
No, I took a drink of water and it just like goes down the wrong pipe.
That's what you get for drinking vodka and putting it in a water bottle.
Oh, whatever. If only. No.
The ship.
Right,
Now, part of the fun is, to me personally, I don't know if I want to go on an older ship. Call me a snob.
Well, we've already gone on an older ship.
Yeah, but
the Magic.
But it was refurbished. It was completely reimagined. It's not really that new, but I like the newer design ships than what the older ones are. So I'd rather experience a more modern ship, like 2005 on.
Thanks, Blaine.
So, for example, we're looking at, if we do a group cruise, we've kind of narrowed it down to the Encore, or we're looking at the Symphony of the Seas, which is the largest ship in the world.
I think we went with the Encore,
or the Harmony. We're kind of tossing it around. We're waiting to see when that window comes up because it's not
towards the Encore.
That window isn't open yet in 2020 when we can book that. First one was on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Bob and Ashley, was that a small one? I haven't seen that. Actually, I might have seen that. I'm not sure which Carnival video I saw that you guys were on. But, so...
Robert said RCCL loaded with things to do. Which one's RCCL?
It's Royal
Caribbean Cruise Line.
Yeah.
Or Royal Caribbean Cruise Line.
Yeah. So, it's finding what ship you want to go on is part of the fun too. And some of the things I'll look at an itinerary and I'll say, no, I don't want to go on that ship. But you never really know if you're going to like a smaller ship. Some people like the smaller ships because there's less people on there.
Yeah.
Some people like the bigger ship because that means there's more fun things to do.
Less walking for certain people.
Yeah, I love the Bliss and the Encore are supposed to be sister ships. So we're going on the Bliss this December. I kind of want to try something completely different. The downside of that is when I look at it is...
What's MSC, Robert?
It's the one that has a seaside, MSC Seaside. They're an Italian line, I believe. They're just starting to come out with ships over in the U.S. as a chain their market.
I
They
haven't
tried
heard
to
of them.
expand it. Yeah, there was a lot of problems on the seaside that they were having with a lot of it like smelling like poop on certain decks. It really,
Yeah,
it really
that's
stunk.
not for
But
me.
yeah, but
Sorry.
a
That
European
doesn't sound
line which
very
is trying to make
vacationy at all.
they're building a lot of ships to come over to the U.S.
Well,
But
hopefully they smell better.
yeah, it's a brand new ship. But I haven't heard so much negativity about them lately. But they have Swarovski stairs in the MSC. Yeah, their atrium is awesome. It's beautiful. But you know, seeing the different ships like the Harmony of the Seas, to me that ship is huge. It has like 5,500 passengers in there. I mean, I could be wrong with my numbers. It's just off the top of my head. But to imagine a ship that has Central Park in the middle of the ship, you have balconies, rooms facing the inside courtyard, the center part or the park in the middle, and then you also have the balconies which face the ocean.
Whoa, 3D.
So
yeah.
Just imagining how big this ship is.
For some reason, you do that a lot. I think you do it on purpose.
Don't worry, I'll make contact one of these times.
Yeah,
but so the
sure.
ship is part of the fun too, in determining what ship you're going to go on. And the best feeling is when you get on the ship, you don't really see how big the ship is, but when you get off of it, the port for the first time.
Oh wow, Bob and Ashley, 39 days till the Oasis of the Seas.
You see how big that ship is, and
like
you're
my
like,
ship.
wow. In fact, the thumbnail that we used for this video is the Disney Magic in Key West, and you just see it. I was like, wow, that's beautiful. So that's like one of the first images I see of the ship on it. Room selection is big. We're gonna actually discuss
Veranda
this.
all the way, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss this on another video. But the different options, but basically where you want to go, if it's midship, if it's forward or the bow of the ship, or if it's the stern or aft of the ship, which is the back. Inside, outside cabins, you have a window with a view. So there's a lot of different options that you can do. So if you want to do a balcony, you're going to expect to pay more than you would for a inside room. And in most cases, the inside room is going to be smaller, but it is going to be less expensive. So then you got to realize, if you want to go on cruises, are you willing to go in a smaller inside cabin and enjoy it? Or we'll say they're in their cabin just a little bit, or do you want to spend time out on the cabin in there? So we'll go a little bit more about that.
We find that when we're in a veranda, we're in a room quite a bit because you want to enjoy your own personal view of the ocean. So the reason why they're not in their room that much is because they're inside of an inside room, I think.
Remember this. Last time, you
didn't realize the point.
They didn't have...
Do what Disney does.
Well,
They do that. They do that.
I think I just flipped you off. They have cameras on the balconies, so you have to be decent. You can't be going around in stuff that's inappropriate.
They don't have cameras on the balconies.
They do. So
okay.
When you're running around in like Mother Nature's child.
Oh wow! They didn't have cameras on Disney, so that's your own spot. So. Where there'd be a camera, I didn't see any cameras, but anyways.
No, Steve, no speedos on the balcony. And then you have little faces that like to peer around the...
Yeah, we did that one time. That was pretty funny. Little child just like looking over. You know, you gotta be careful that they don't fall over though.
And then the cost, like we said earlier, it depends when you go. It depends on what cruise you go on. If it's a newer one, it's going to be more expensive. If it's a Disney cruise, it's going to be more expensive. So cruising, there's options for everyone out there. We are not limiting ourselves to a certain cruise line like we originally said. We were just going to do Disney, but now we want to experience a lot of different ones. So we're looking forward to that.
But we'll always go back to Disney.
Yes. So I will tell you, one of the ports that we are looking forward to is... Greg, what is the port that you're really looking forward to on the next one?
The one that's coming up?
Yeah.
St. Thomas would be
one
of the big ones.
Yep. So we want to see Robert Brandt.
Yep.
We want to see the
twins.
twins.
Kaya and Robert Brandt and Juno.
Yep. So we are looking forward to that. Robert, just so you know, we are the big ones. We want to try the rum packer. No, not the rum packer. What is it called? The rum punch. The rum packer.
We're gonna
the rum
We're gonna
punch,
try
and the bushwhacker.
Yeah,
That's the name of
2
it.
drinks at least.
Shaking my head. SMH, you know what I thought that meant? No, I'm not going to tell you what I thought it meant, but I didn't realize it was shaking my head. I thought it stood for something else, but
Oh God.
but yeah, yeah, we're really excited about that on this next
Don't know
cruise.
what "We Are the Big Ones" means, but okay.
They're 6'2".
Oh, okay.
Anyone standing next to me is going to be
A giant.
a tall one. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty tall anyway against you, so.
Yeah, I'm hobbit sized.
Robert said Bushwhacker is excellent.
That's the one I'm really looking
I
forward
don't
to.
know what's in these. I don't really care. They just sound good.
Bushwhacker has a lot of different stuff in there.
What was the first one you said? Rum punch or something?
It's rum punch.
Okay.
Robert Brandt said he's only 6 feet.
Blaine said rum packer sounds painful.
Pack it in.
Non-compromising positions. No, just leave that alone.
Yeah. So, Robert, any ideas on the group cruise? I think you said you were going to talk about it on the show tonight. I don't know if you actually discussed it, but...
Well, he wanted to know about Disney, a lot.
Robert, what questions
cruises.
do you have with Disney? Well,
he's only
if
6
you guys
foot.
want
6
to.
foot's good too. So anyone have any question and answer time?
So Disney for the grandkids. I remember he was saying the ages are anywhere from 3 to 6, if I remember right.
They got meeting the characters,
Yep.
So you can get those pre-set up if you want, or you would just go in line and do it that way. Go ahead.
So Tweety, Robert doesn't have any videos on his channel. His twins, which are Crazy Rich Guys Travels, they said they were going to be doing YouTubing. So I don't think they have any stuff on their channel yet.
He's torn between CCL.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is
Caribbean Cruise Line.
Oh, I just went to Morty's channel. What just happened?
On here.
Is it the Royal Caribbean? Is that what that? Oh, Carnival Cruise Line. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Oh, here we go. We're going back on it. Yeah, I'm torn between CCL because I can get all the great deals, and then also MSC Seaside. MSC Seaside were offering, I think, what was it, free drink package, and I think there was no tax for it, if I remember right. They were trying to get people on board. They were doing something really good, and the cost of it was pretty for a balcony was really good, just because they were trying to get people into their ship on there. Next September is whether
Robert keeps killing. What? They have videos, but being minors, they keep killing.
I keep
Okay.
They're being controlled. Steve's World, we've only gone in September. In fact, I believe it was Irma.
Awesome, Robert.
We missed Irma by like 2 cruises. So not the cruise after us, but the cruise after that, I believe,
on the Dream.
was on the Dream is when they had
the
big
cool storm
hurricane. The thing is with hurricanes and the technology now, they're able to get away from it, and they have there's big advances. In most cases, the cruise lines will get away from it. So you can always, when you're doing your cruise, you can always don't always assume what's on the itinerary is going to be there just because if something happens on it.
Disney has really good shows for kids. It's like Broadway quality entertainment on Disney cruise ships. So that's really fun for the kids. And then again, they have the kids zone area inside. Depending on the age, they have the child care area.
They have a nursery.
They have like 2 or 3 different levels of kids, kids areas. For adolescents, they have a kids club area where they have, like little dance parties at night and stuff. It's vacation. Kids can stay up late at night. So they try to appeal to everybody. And then they have the adults only area for Disney cruises. So, we never really go into the pools or anything on the cruise lines, but it's still nice to see, everything that they have to offer. So there's always something there for everybody.
Robert Brandt said ideally he'd like to get rates that are inside rates for balcony rooms and some credits because I know I can get 400 rooms. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
Robert, you go, boy. And then Blaine says, Robert Brandt, I need a free soda package on the CCL cruise coming up.
Yeah, don't
And
they charge for sodas on some
yeah,
cruises?
and so
Disney doesn't do that, though.
no, Disney, the
They have the
sodas
machine right out
are
there for you.
included with it. Alcoholic drinks are an additional package. So that is one thing to remember, you guys, when you're booking a cruise. Different cruise lines do different things, but for the most part, water is not included in it. Even if you have a drink package, water a lot of times is not included in it. And then also soda is an additional cost to do the soda package. So cruise lines will do their best to try to get as much as they can out of you, but it's worth it. So it's going to be different with us knowing Disney. We didn't get an alcohol package, which theirs is a little bit different anyway. But
We will be
the
doing
water, they didn't have a drink, the soda package.
Yeah, we will be doing a all Disney cruise line video at some point coming up soon, where we can really dive into all the information for you, Robert, and everybody else. Because there's so many fun things. I mean, we would be on here for hours right now if we went into it now, but there's so many fun things. People make up their own traditions, and then some of those traditions have gotten out, the word's gotten out to everybody else. So there's all kinds of fun things. I don't know if they do a lot of those on non-Disney cruises, but for Disney cruises, that's what makes it special to me. So there's a lot. What are you laughing at?
Crazy Rich Guy says our dad's on the board, and then Robert said go to bed.
Oh.
Yeah, free buzz sounds really good. Yeah, so, and that's the cool thing about, and that's, I think the more we started watching other cruise channels, the more we became with traveling with Bruce, we are finding out more and more about the different cruise lines and how they do different things, and that really sparked my interest in wanting to do a group cruise, another going live every other week to discuss cruise. So there's just so much, and the cruising family is just, people love it. So we're definitely addicted to cruising. We really love it as much as we do Disney parks, theme parks, and some of our other travels. But it's just amazing what every different line is different, and I think that's part of the fun in exploring.
Can't say if cruising is better than amusement parks or amusement parks are better than
different.
Cruising, because they all have something different to give and bring, but
I think it's personal because some people who might not have the mobility to walk around different parks, it's going to be easier for them to be on a cruise.
yeah.
If you want almost in a sense an all-inclusive package, a cruise is the thing to go with because you don't really even have to do upgraded restaurants. You could just eat at the buffet in the main dining room.
And the food's included with your price. So
I mean, you can keep it more
all
limited.
kinds of free benefits.
But then also, a lot of the cruise lines offer
beautiful
upgraded
views.
Restaurants, like the Norwegian Bliss has a lot of different restaurants on there. So
and Disney has cool upgraded restaurants too. So it's
Royal Caribbean soda only $8.50 per day per person. That's really cheap, Bob and Ashley. I'm surprised it's going to be less expensive. I would imagine with Norwegian raising their prices, I'm sure other companies are going to start raising theirs.
That's true, Robert. The nice thing about cruising is you go to sleep and arrive in a new place. Well, unless you're on the sea for like 2 days or more. I guess you're in different parts of the ocean, but basically you're in the ocean, which is fine with me because I love the ocean. So
yeah, and so Tweety said, cruising, you can go to sleep in one country and wake up in another. I love that. And we haven't experienced that, but we will on the Fantasy in 2019.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a Christmas
We're gonna
cruise.
go through different
cool
time zones, so that's gonna be interesting. Waking up at a different day and having to adjust our clocks, so that will be cool. But we're going to Disney World in January. Possibly the prices are getting so expensive. It's no other. I'd rather be on a cruise. Yeah, it is. And then just remember, Disney's going to be cruise is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. Definitely worth it.
And then trying to do amusement parks like Disney parks plus adding a cruise on, that can take a lot out of you too. We've done that twice now.
I don't know if we'll do that again.
And I wouldn't say no. It'd have to be a special, type of thing, reason why we're doing it. But I wouldn't rule out doing it.
I'd rather do 7 nights on a cruise than 5 nights in both on land and 5 nights on a cruise. I'd rather do 7 nights on a cruise.
Well, even if you do the
or 7 nights in a park.
Even if you do the parks, it doesn't mean you got to go all crazy. You can take your time even for people that haven't been to the parks before, you know, take your time. Some things, yeah, they're going to be exciting, you know, and you're going to want to run around and everything, but you don't always have to do that. And then when you go on a cruise, I would definitely do the parks first and then the cruises, because the cruises, at least you can relax more from running around or doing whatever you're doing in the parks. So I think it's good, in my opinion, to do it in that order, just so you can just relax and enjoy the ocean.
Yeah. So, all right, Greg, we've been on. Oh my God,
Robert says, if you're coming through St. Thomas, let me know. I'll give you advice on what worthwhile and where to buy. Well, we are going to be there, Robert.
I think he was talking about in general, not us.
Oh.
Specifically to everyone.
I'm like, did you forget yet? Already?
You're fine. The service on the cruise spoils you at Disneyland Eric, so I think it would be hard adjustment if you started with the cruise and then the parks. Yeah.
Disneyland Eric, totally agree. The service on the cruise spoils you, so I think... Oh, you just read that, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I think mine's delayed or something.
And I think Disneyland Eric is going to be going to Walt Disney World. I think. That's my assumption. I don't want to let the monkey out of the bag.
Well, if he does, awesome.
Yep,
I hope you make lots of fun videos.
Yep, I think he might be doing some kind of Run Disney, which I don't think we can do anymore.
Why couldn't we?
Because I saw you run last time and you barely made it. I had to drag you.
Oh, yes. I think we both did pretty well. That was an awesome experience in Disneyland Paris, to be able to run in another country like that. And you don't think, let's go on vacation and run a 10K marathon. We just did it Derick did it as a last minute thing, and the video's on YouTube. But I will say that it was one of the biggest highlights of that whole trip.
We had fun.
Just the experience. Even though you accidentally deleted some of the videos, we made do with what we had. And I still think the videos came out, you know, awesome. So I still enjoy going back and watching those videos to this day, because it was an amazing experience.
Yeah. So Tweety said, with the Speedo theme, I think everyone should go watch Mickey Bustos. I wear Speedos after the show.
Look what you started with these Speedos.
That's funny. Ed Tolson Jr. I don't know if we had mentioned you before, so welcome. He's another one of our Traveling with Bruce friends.
Awesome. Yeah, Thank you for coming on here. Disneyland Eric said maybe with a high eyebrow face.
So, to wrap it up, you guys, next week is our Halloween show, so join us with that. We're trying to get this guy into makeup. Not makeup, working it, but Halloween makeup. He does scary stuff, so I'm trying to get him to dress up.
We'll see what we can do, because I'm on a time limit. I'm not off of work until 3:30. By the time I get here, home, it's after 4. The show's at 5. That doesn't leave a lot of time to really, you know, do a lot. So, yeah, no. They won't let you. So we'll see what we can do.
It's also our anniversary show, so we're going to have it themed around the Halloween stuff going on in the parks. And
yeah, we'll have fun.
It's more, talking about our first year, since it is our anniversary show, since it's on the 9th, but our October 9th is our anniversary. The 10th is when we're doing our next show. So we should have fun with that. So thank you guys for staying with us. I hope you guys had fun tonight.
Whatever we do, we have fun.
Yes, definitely. Check out the shows, the other channels on here, you guys. I think you'll find their content amazing. Our support channel, Jim, thank you for, we need to talk this Friday. I know we didn't get a chance to talk because of, me going to Vegas. Definitely need to reach out to you again this week so we can plan what we can do to build that development. Everyone go see Stars Born. Our mom is part of the production.
It's awesome. I do want to see that movie. I don't know if it'll be this weekend, but it might be this weekend. We'll see. But I do want to see that movie. It looks really awesome. So congratulations, to your mom and everybody that's involved with that movie.
Yep. So thank you guys. Anything else you want to a final one?
Thank you, Disney and Eric. You said great job, guys. Fun show. Just thank you for everybody for supporting us and watching us. I know we only have one video a week. We can't do several. I know Bruce does like what 4 or more a week. There's no way we can do that. It's just too much.
We
but
started doing live
we
more
look
now.
forward to Wednesday.
Yeah, we started doing live
Doing
more
our
now
show.
just because we're trying to look at technology in terms of our videos. We actually have a lot filmed that we are not releasing, but doing live is taking us a chance to kind of take a breather, still put content out
There's been a
there,
lot
reach out
going
to you
on,
guys,
so
and just mainly kind of refresh ourselves. I don't really like to use that after the
thank
first
you,
year,
our sunshine.
but it gives us a chance to interact with you more, which is really what we want to do.
Thank you, Bob and Ashley. Have a good night.
But we're going to be doing videos in addition to back our videos because we have, like I said, we probably have about 15 videos that we can release. But I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much. If you can, share our channel. Let's get up to
get
400
subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Everybody have a good
Thank
night.
you, guys. And remember, as Walt Disney says,
We are just getting started.
Do,
Have a
do,
nice
do.
night.
Do, 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 do. Bye, guys.